I'm Victor Tiffany with Revolt Against Plutocracy. And I want to explain how we arrived at this notion that Bernie or bust, broadly Bernie or bust, not our specific pledge strategy, but a group of categories of voters together make up this broad sort of generic Bernie or bust for 2020, is going to lead to the conclusion that only Bernie Sanders can defeat Donald Trump. It is a foregone conclusion this time. Let's go back to 2016. As we document in our book, Bernie or Bust, Pioneers of Electoral Revolt, we could have claimed responsibility for Clinton's defeat in Wisconsin and Michigan. We had the numbers of the increased votes from 2012 to 2016 for Jill Stein. That was largely because we were channeling progressives to vote green since Bernie Sanders was not the nominee. That was Bernie or Bust 2016. We almost claimed full responsibility. All right, so what polls indicated after the election was that 20% of Bernie's supporters did not vote for Hillary. 12% voted for Trump. They were Bernie or Trumpers, which means only 8% were Bernie or Busters. So you have us at 8%, you have Bernie or Trumpers 50% more than that. Add them together, and it doesn't come close to another group of voters who will not support another neoliberal Democrat. Political economist Thomas Piketty, a French political economist, wrote an essay published in 2018 about voting habits in 3 countries over 70 years, just tons of data. And he came to the conclusion that if the poor people and poorly educated people do not have a social democrat or democratic socialist to vote for on the ballot, someone genuinely class conscious, someone looking out for their interests, they're going to stay home. So they're not Bernie or bust. There's no organization organizing them to stay home or trying to convince them to stay home. That's certainly not our strategy. Look at the header above. We're about voting. That depicts somebody sticking a ballot in a ballot box. But broadly speaking, the Bernie or Trumpers, the Bernie or Busters, and the people who just stay home means Bernie or bust is a foregone conclusion for 2020. This is news. This is really important to convey to Democrats. If Bernie Sanders is not the nominee, they're going to lose in the general election next year. We pledge so. That's part of our strategy. But broadly speaking, it's just a matter of math. If Bernie's not the nominee, the Democrats will lose in November. I'm available to talk about this on anyone's show anytime. Just invite me. Thank you.